Enron was once a titan of the energy industry, a name synonymous with innovation and success. It started as a natural gas pipeline company, laying the groundwork for what seemed like a promising future. Deregulation in the 1980s fueled its rapid growth, allowing it to expand its operations and influence. Enron embraced trading in complex financial instruments, transforming itself into a multifaceted energy conglomerate. It became a Wall Street darling, with investors eager to buy into its vision of the future. Its stock soared, making it seem invincible and unstoppable in the eyes of many. Enron's success story was too good to be true, a glittering facade hiding a darker reality. Behind the facade of profitability lurked a web of deceit, carefully crafted by its top executives. The company's executives were masters of manipulation, skilled in the art of deception. They employed accounting gimmicks to inflate earnings and hide billions in debt, creating an illusion of financial health. Enron's corporate culture was toxic, fostering an environment where unethical behavior thrived. It rewarded risk-taking and greed, pushing employees to their limits. Employees were pressured to meet unrealistic targets, and ethical boundaries were often blurred. The company's downfall was a slow-burning disaster waiting to happen, a ticking time bomb. The Enron scandal serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and corporate greed, a stark reminder of the consequences. It exposed the vulnerabilities of a financial system built on trust and transparency, shaking the foundations of the industry. The lessons learned from Enron's demise continue to shape corporate governance and financial regulations today, ensuring that such a catastrophe is never repeated. Enron's financial statements were a work of fiction, meticulously crafted to deceive investors and regulators alike. The company used mark-to-market accounting aggressively, a method that allowed them to record potential future profits as if they were current earnings. This practice allowed them to book potential future profits as current revenue, creating an illusion of consistent profitability. This created an illusion of profitability that was unsustainable and misleading to anyone analyzing their financial health. Special purpose entities, or SPEs, were another tool in Enron's arsenal of deception, designed to keep debt off the balance sheet. These off-balance sheet entities hid billions in debt from investors and regulators, making the company appear more financially stable than it was. They gave the appearance of a healthy financial position, masking the true extent of Enron's liabilities and financial troubles. Enron's auditors, Arthur Andersen, turned a blind eye to these dubious practices, failing to uphold their professional responsibilities. They failed to exercise their duty of professional skepticism, which is crucial in auditing complex financial statements. The cozy relationship between Enron and its auditors contributed to the magnitude of the fraud, allowing it to go unchecked for years. The complexity of Enron's financial transactions made it difficult for outsiders to understand their true nature, further aiding the deception. This lack of transparency allowed the deception to continue for years, with few questioning the company's reported success. When the truth finally emerged, the consequences were catastrophic, leading to one of the largest corporate bankruptcies in history. Kenneth Lay, Enron's founder and CEO, was the face of the company. He was often seen as a visionary leader who could do no wrong. He cultivated an image of success and integrity, becoming a respected figure in the business world. However, Lay was ultimately responsible for the culture of greed and deception that permeated Enron, leading to its downfall. Jeffrey Skilling, Enron's president and COO, was the architect of the company's aggressive growth strategy, pushing boundaries to achieve rapid expansion. He championed the use of mark-to-market accounting and special-purpose entities, SPEs, which allowed Enron to appear more profitable than it was. Skilling's ambition and ruthlessness drove Enron to the brink, creating a high-pressure environment that encouraged unethical behavior. Andrew Fastow, Enron's CFO, was the mastermind behind the company's complex financial schemes, using his expertise to manipulate financial statements. He used SPEs to hide Enron's mounting debt and enrich himself in the process, creating a web of deceit that was hard to untangle. Fastow's greed knew no bounds, and his actions were instrumental in the company's eventual collapse. These key players, along with a cast of complicit executives, accountants, and lawyers, orchestrated one of the biggest corporate scandals in history, leaving a lasting impact on the business world. Their actions destroyed the lives of thousands of employees and investors, causing widespread financial and emotional devastation. Section 4. Unveiling the facade. The scandal unfolds. The first cracks in Enron's facade appeared in the year 2000, and analysts began to question the company's accounting practices. However, Enron's management dismissed these concerns as unfounded. In 2001, an article in Fortune magazine raised further red flags. The article, titled "Is Enron Overpriced?" exposed the company's reliance on complex financial transactions and questioned its true profitability. As scrutiny intensified, Enron's house of cards began to crumble. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, launched an investigation into the company's accounting practices. Enron's stock price plummeted. In December 2001, Enron filed for bankruptcy. It was the largest corporate bankruptcy in U.S. history at the time. The collapse of Enron sent shockwaves through the financial world. Section 5. The Domino Effect. Ramifications of Enron's collapse. The Enron scandal had far-reaching consequences. It eroded investor confidence in corporate America. It led to the demise of Arthur Andersen, one of the Big Five accounting firms. The scandal also exposed the inadequacy of existing financial regulations. It highlighted the need for greater transparency and accountability in corporate governance. The Enron debacle triggered a wave of corporate scandals. WorldCom, Tyco, and Global Crossing soon followed in Enron's footsteps. These scandals further undermined public trust in the financial system. Section 6. Regulatory Reckoning, Sarbanes-Oxley, and Beyond. The Enron scandal prompted a swift regulatory response. In 2002, Congress passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. This landmark legislation aimed to restore investor confidence and prevent future accounting scandals. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act strengthened accounting regulations, increased corporate governance requirements, and enhanced financial disclosures. It also created the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board, or PCAOB, to oversee the auditing profession. The Enron scandal led to other regulatory changes. The Financial Accounting Standards Board, or FASB, issued new accounting standards to improve financial reporting. The SEC increased its scrutiny of corporate filings and enhanced its enforcement capabilities. Section 7. Echoes of Enron, Lessons for a Transparent Future. The Enron scandal serves as a stark reminder of the importance of ethical behavior, transparency, and accountability in the business world. It highlights the dangers of unchecked greed and the devastating consequences of corporate malfeasance. The lessons learned from Enron continue to shape corporate governance and financial regulations today. They serve as a guide for businesses seeking to operate with integrity and build sustainable success. The Enron scandal reminds us that trust is